A game for those who seek to find a way to leave their world behind. Let's take a deep breath in. Big sigh. Let the breathing come back to normal. Eyes opening. A game for those who seek to find a way to leave their world behind. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? I think it was from that movie Jumanji. Remember Jumanji? Not that I'm not talking about the most recent one, although I'm not talking anything against it. I'm talking about the original with Robin Williams. Remember Robin Williams? Wasn't he amazing? Wasn't he amazing? You know, he embodied a living with joy. I'm not saying he wasn't troubled, and he clearly was troubled. And he was, as far as I understand, and as I have studied, he seemed to be troubled actually throughout his life, you know, even early in his life. But he lived with joy. And that is what I'm talking about. Living with joy. A game for those who seek to find a way to leave their world behind. Living with joy, with passion. And so this is what I want to talk to you about today, is creating a game that you live, that you make of primary importance in your life, that begins to bring down the crescendo, the what is it, cacophony? Isn't that a word, cacophony? You know, that incredible, tumultuous, chaotic vibration. Bringing it down, bringing it down. A way to leave your world behind. I'm not talking about leaving it completely behind, but bringing it down. When you find the ability to focus on subtlety in the midst of intensity, you find self-mastery. And this game that I'm asking that you begin to create for yourself long term is a game of self-mastery. It is the game of choosing to thrive. You know, life is an entertainment. And if you're not enjoying it, you're not playing it right. You're not playing it right. We have to find a way to enjoy our lives. And I would like to suggest to you that one of those ways is creating a lifetime game that you play throughout your life, and you create variations that is about you developing the ability to step into self-mastery, a higher degree of self-honesty, a higher degree of enjoyment. Enjoyment is a fire that you have to keep alive. If you don't keep it alive, why should anyone else? So you have to keep joy alive for all of us, for me, for you, and for everyone that we know. And so, again, I'm talking about finding different ways and different variations, and this structure is just one of several that I will eventually introduce to you. This is just the first structure. This is a game. So remember, what we're doing is we're taking 6 qualities that we would like to improve on. We may start with as many as 10, but we condense that list to 6 qualities that we would like to focus on. You know, family life, finances, health and wellness, you know, different elements of health and wellness. And in each of these different areas, if we want to, we can focus on it individually and expand that out into 6. But we want to take 6 different areas. And again, we mix them up. You know, write them on 6 different pieces of paper, mix them up, and then we start it off. The first week would be focusing on the first of those 6 areas. Now again, large and small is not necessarily that important. We may have a small quality that is just as important to develop as some big quality in our life. You know, it might be learning to play the guitar, or working on a stamp collection. You know, but focusing on small things can create a quality of life and diminish the crescendo so that we are more effective with big things. And yeah, and it could be big things as well. You know, you can make progress on long-standing blockages. You can do this. A way to live, a way to play, and a way to shift our relationship to life. So I'm going to be putting up, you know what? I'm going to put up 2 videos a week. I'm going to put up 2 videos a week and probably at least one blog post, maybe more. So I'm asking you to write down those qualities that you would like to move and progress on. And this is going to be easy, not hard. You know, if you have an area that you haven't, that you'd like to progress on, you know, the first week, just kind of pay attention. What is your baseline? Reach your baseline the first week. The second week, just go a little bit more. So if you practice the guitar once a week, then the next week maybe practice it twice. Just a gradual progression. So, this is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let me give you another tool. Now, this is the Book of Runes. Now, the Book of Runes by Ralph Bloom, this is interesting for me. This is called the Healing Runes. I'm used to the Book of Runes. This is called the Healing Runes. Now, it's by the same author, and it's interesting for me. The Book of Runes is, again, what I'm used to focusing on. But he has some interesting questions in here, and this could help you connect with where you might want to focus your attention. He asks 5 questions. What part of my life has been most difficult for me? What part of my life has been most difficult for me? What do I do best? What do I do best? What or whom have I loved the most? What or whom have I loved the most? With whom do I still have unfinished business? With whom do I still have unfinished business? What area of my life still calls for completion? What area of my life still calls for completion? So ask yourself these questions and sit down with a piece of paper and get an idea of what areas you might want to work on. Let us know. Share with us. I'll share mine with you. Share yours with me. Share with all of us. And let's support each other in creating a game for those who seek to find a way to leave their world behind. Let's leave this toxicity and create the life more abundant. Okay, I'm going to ring the bell. Listen carefully. So sit down, write down those 6 areas. And this coming Monday, just begin to start a focus on the first of those. Don't stress yourself. This is not about it's about creating a positive stress. But don't put a tremendous force into this. No force. Be very, very gentle. I bring my hands into prayer position and I bow to you because you are beautiful. Namaste. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Have a great day.